If you love run and gun games such as Contra or Metal Slug, then Blazing Chrome will have gotten your attention. But before we get into Blazing Chrome, for full disclosure, I did receive my copy for free from the developer as a review copy. With that said, let's get into the game. I was told when I received my copy of the game that this game is more fun with friends, so that's great, it has co-op play. The problem here is that it's local co-op only. There's no online co-op, which is a big knock right away unfortunately. When you first jump into the game, you can pick from any 4 stages to start, and the level is ranked by difficulty. I'm not sure why this is though. For some reason level 3 is ranked easier than level 2, and yet I still found level 3 to be the more difficult level. Oh well, it's just an added feature to the game. The game starts off by letting you pick from easy or normal, and the main difference between the two is how many lives you get. With normal you get 5 lives, and easy you get 7. And the game does do a great job giving a comparison for the difficulties. You need to beat the game to unlock hardcore mode though, which has limited continues, only 3 lives, and no checkpoints. Though for a change I won't complain about this, as normal mode kicked my ass. Maybe I just suck at these games. I was never really that great at Contra either. I always needed to have the 30 lives codes for it. But this game does give you modern conveniences like checkpoints in the levels. Each one has 2 checkpoints for you to reach. However, the distance between these checkpoints does go on for quite a while, so surviving between each takes a lot of patience. Each section is a challenge of getting hit as little as possible, avoiding all the chaos on the screen and picking up all the guns that are around. The guns that you pick up throughout the game are a bit underwhelming though. You get this infinite beam which is really a pain to aim with and just moves kinda slow, a charging shot which is just way too slow in my opinion, and the grenades which were to me the most useful gun to pick up. So including your default gun, you get a total of 4 types of fire and a melee attack which is actually quite useful. This is a bit disappointing. I feel like they could have done way more with the guns. I understand wanting to pay tribute to the classics, but they seem too afraid to deviate from them as well. That's my biggest gripe with Blazing Chrome. Yes, it's a well done Contra game, but what have they done to advance the genre in the last 30 years? It's almost too much of a replica, with nothing all that new. Well, there is some bots that you can pick up that will help by defending you, attacking with you, or giving you speed, but they only survive for 1 life, so you don't have them very often. When I was playing the first level, I had the feeling the game was very generic, but as the game advanced, the level design got better and everything got busier. With this, the levels became quite a bit more challenging very quickly. A more skilled player could get through this game quite quickly and speedrun through, but I had to practice a bit to get through it and it took me several hours. I also came across an issue in one of the levels I've never experienced before. You see, a lot of the levels have different gimmicks in them, such as riding on a bike, or in this particular case, it was flying in a mech. You fly through tunnels, avoiding obstacles and shooting down flying monsters, and ends with a big boss battle. This section took me several tries, and it was a long tunnel, causing me to stare at the screen in pure focus for a good 30 minutes. I didn't notice anything was wrong until I turned my head and thought, hey wow, why is my cat shrinking away? This doesn't seem normal. I was feeling pretty dizzy watching the level. It took me a while for my eyes to adjust and get back to the game. I've never gotten that feeling in my 30 years of gaming. This is definitely an intense level, and I can see it causing issues for people more sensitive than me. There's a lot of flashing bright lights and quick movements. Hell, even the level select screen flashes like this. That just hurts picking the level. Once you complete the 4 levels, you unlock level 5 and 6, which you must play in order. When you beat the game, you unlock Ninja Gaiden mode, which you can run around as a ninja cutting up everything. This is harder because you get a melee attack only character in a game designed for shooting, so if you want an extra challenge, you can play through with the characters you just unlocked. By the end of the game, there will be a lot of different attacks flying at you from every angle. It becomes about avoiding everything while you just keep firing. This is why the charge shot wasn't great for me. Sure, it does a lot of damage, but you can't continuously fire with it as you need to. But once I did beat the game, it gave me a sense of accomplishment and an overall positive feeling for the game. However, the price point of $16 seems a bit high for this style of game, especially since it's another normal run and gun game with nothing new. Though I do understand, Joy Masher is a small developer, and they put a lot of work into this game, so it's definitely worth supporting them. They created a game with very few bugs and glitches, and it played very smooth, which is better than a lot of bigger companies these days that release broken, unfinished games. So if you're a huge lover of this genre, the game is definitely worth picking up. If it's not something you're normally into, then I may suggest waiting for it to go on sale in the future and picking it up then. Well, that's it for Blazing Chrome. If you decide to get the game yourself, I'd love to hear your opinion in the comments below, and keep a lookout for future reviews from me. And thanks for watching.